is really, really well. I just wanted to welcome everybody to this very, very special international coffee success call. So, apologies for my location. I am en route to our event in Gloucester. But of course, as everyone knows, if someone offers you an opportunity, you don't say no. So when James offered me the opportunity to host the first part of this call, of course I didn't say no. Of course I said yes, yes, yes. And I'm really excited to do this. So I've pulled over in a services, a beautiful services, as you can see. What a view, what weather we've got. Beautiful English weather. So glad that I've moved from the other side of the world. But yes, it might be raining outside, but on this call, it's very, very sunny. So we have got some amazing speakers lined up for you today. I'm just going to check. Everyone can hear me okay. I'm plugged into my car audio. Everyone can hear me okay. Fantastic. Brilliant. Wouldn't want to be speaking to myself, would I? So we have some fantastic speakers lined up today, and I'm very excited to introduce the first part of this call. So, James, am I right in thinking you're going to be able to unmute people and then mute them again?
Yep.
And spotlight the speakers? Yep. Fantastic. Brilliant. Okay, so let's get started. Our first speaker today is the beautiful Sue Worrell from the UK. She's an NMD. Sue is a nutritionist for 30 plus years. She has been running clinics in Cardiff and London, and she's been taking Juice Plus for almost 17 years. So, no, that's not right.
22 years.
22 years. James, you've knocked some years off our age. That's okay. That's what we do. We always down a few years, don't we, ladies? So Sue, lovely to have you on the call today. And could you please tell us a little bit about Juice Plus, why you're involved, and the power of the products?
I sure can. Okay. Hi, everyone. Lovely to see you all again. I've got a new presentation today, so please excuse any typos because I'm the world's worst proofreader. And I'm going to try and slow down a tiny bit, but I've got to fit into my slot, or James will be on my tail. And I'm going to start off by sharing my screen and telling you all about the powers of Juice Plus. I have been taking it for 22 years, never felt better. Had an injury a year ago, and my chiropractor calls me a healing machine, he called me. So yeah, I think thanks to Juice Plus, it's enabled me to recover from this at the age of 75, much quicker than some younger friends who had a similar injury. So yeah, and I'm pleased to say I'm back out, been out every night this week, even in spite of the weather. Doing my circuit around the common, a little bit slower than I was because I fell down a pothole, but back out there and back in action. So why is that? What does Juice Plus do for us? And why does our body love it so much? We've got to look at where we are. We're in a toxic world. We're fast-paced living. We've got the big invention and the big increase in ultra-processed foods, which is a big bugbear of mine. And now the figures are astronomical. 50% of Americans eat tons of processed food. And now 20% of UK population eat 80% UPF. And it is actually killing us. And we need more than ever to get the good stuff in. And even if we don't stop eating ultra-processed food, if we can get the good stuff in, it makes one hell of a difference. There's a very new study I was reading a month ago, and it now shows that we need the minimum of 10 a day. We can't make 5. In Wales, we make 2.2. One of those is carrot cake, and the other one's white wine, I think. But we need to get minimum of 10. And how are we going to do that if people can't eat 5 a day? And that's the World Health Organization who are now saying that. Juice Plus have been saying that for a while, 7 to 13. But even that's not enough to tell people they need a minimum of 10. You can survive on 5, but you want to live life full of vitality, you need a minimum of 10. This is why I love the Juice Plus company, because it encourages the whole thing, a package of healthy living. And if we put the products in our body along with some great whole food, And even if we sneak in a few ultra-processed foods along there, if we put the Juice Plus products in alongside there and follow these patterns of exercise and sleep and stress management, we will live longer and healthier and have lovely, active lives. So it's not about, we've got to get this message back out there. It's got a bit stale, the antioxidant method. So we need people to understand that it's not just good for our lives, that fruits and vegetables can save our lives. And we can show them that with a humble apple, because an apple has 10,000 phytonutrients. And if you take a multivitamin, you cannot get, there are about, in the ones with the most in them, there's about 25. You cannot get 10,000 phytonutrients from just one of the things in Juice Plus, in a multi-vitamin capsule. We need the whole foods, and we are so lucky to have them minimally processed and so very cleverly and scientifically processed in a way that it retains that fantastic nutrition. And when we put that capsules in our body, it goes into our bloodstream within minutes, and it gets circulated to our cells throughout the day. It really does what we say. It really does bridge that gap. So if we have added the macronutrients of complete and the micronutrients of the capsules, that is bridging the gap between the good food we're not eating. And it's not just us saying it. This, our food and our capsules, the food in our capsules, I always call it food because it's not a medical supplement, it's a food supplement. It is also regularly certified and really well researched. So our biggest problem in this world today is still heart disease. It still costs the NHS more, it still costs America and Europe more than any other diseases. And it's still the biggest cause of premature deaths. And cancers, some cancers, heart disease, diabetes, and obesities, most of that is all about what we eat and we put in our bodies. Our bodies are meant to last about 114 years. 114, 115 years, so research says, and that moves all the time. It's what we put in it and what we do to it that makes a difference. So we used to have someone called Brian Greaves, who was a real fantastic ophthalmologist and eye surgeon, and he used to say that he's going to die in his bed at the age of 114, shot by a jealous lover. So I tend to steal that one sometimes. So we need, whatever we do, we need to keep our bodies cleaning itself and nourishing itself. So our amazing capsules do that. Sorry, that one slipped at the top. So do you all use the hub? Put your hands up, show me a hand, show of hands, or press yes if you use the hub and really take the information out of it. Because I've taken this new presentation from the hub, and this great information is there, and they've split it really well now. So you've got the key facts, which are the features of our products. So I'm not going to read them through. Read the key features and the key facts of our product, but that is not what the customers want. The customers want to see, they want to see the benefits. So that this is the good to know bit. So this is the benefit to the customers. People understand, and we can talk about without being compliant. We can talk about the vitamin A and C, the folic acid, and what it does for our skin and what it does for their teeth and their gums. And we can say what it does in our science and our research. And we need to be talking about that a lot more. So healthy starts. Whoever's brought you into the business, or if you're already in the business, make sure you understand healthy starts, because it is so important. If children don't eat fruits and vegetables when they're born and as they grow, they'll never get to crave it. Your body will not crave something it's never experienced. So once your organs and your chemical cascades and how your body works experiences what it's like to have a lot of all these thousands of nutrients in there, it will make you crave more. But until you get it in there, it's not going to happen. So healthy start is mega important for the next generation and our children, and also adults who can't take or can't swallow capsules. The Juice Plus chewables are brilliant. And when you look at all the things that it includes in there, all of those, just the apple in the fruits contain 10,000 phytonutrients. Just think how many millions of phytonutrients are in all those things that are in those chews you're giving your children. So don't worry about the little bit of sugar that's in the coating of it. Just don't worry about that. Just think about what's inside it and what you're giving them. Really, really important, and a brilliant thing to have as one of our projects in Juice Plus. The shakes are fantastic. They are so adaptable. You can use them for so many things. The things like quinoa and amaranth, those are ancient grains. And people try to make bread and things with ancient grains these days to get it in us, because whole grains is part of the 10 a day we need, is clean whole grains. And we've got amaranth and quinoa, two lovely grains in Juice Plus. We've also got alfalfa sprouts and radish sprouts, and people buy those on their own and think they're doing themselves a lot of good. Just think of all these things that we've got within our products that we can take as one thing a day and get it in there and make sure our day is filled and started with a great amount of nutrition. So go through the hub, find this, there's a big leaflet with all of this on, and make sure you use it and point out the key facts, but mostly the benefits to your customers. The omega one on this leaflet is the old one, so you need to go and find the new leaflet. This is the trouble with the hub. They need to have a bit of a sort out on it. But there is a new leaflet if you search for it, and this is the information. So now we've got this amazing minimally processed oils, 3, 7, and 9. And we've known for a long time that it's good to take omega-3, but if you blend it with some of the other oils, we absorb it and use it better. So 3, 7, and 9 is an ideal blend of how our body can utilize the precious oils in this. And these oils are made from something called schizochetrum for the omega-3, which is grown not in the oceans, and that makes a big difference. So they provide all these different things, and we've now got vitamin D and zinc and lutein and lycopene in there. All those very essential to us, our brain, our heart, our eyesight, and our skin as well, and also the inflammation, to help stop inflammation in our joints. So brilliant projects. Because I'm 75, I take 3 a day now, at least. Some days I take 4. So this is the lovely things that they need to know, because people do understand that they need omega-3 and they need DHA and EPA, and there's enough in this. There is enough. I thought when Juice Plus invented this, there wouldn't be, but there is plenty in there for our needs. So you can tell them about all these things and use these when you talk about it in posts and when you talk to new customers. Really important. And then the brilliant thing of having the omega-3 not from fish and not from krill. I met someone last week and I did a talk, and she said, oh, I used to take Juice Plus omegas, but they're from fish oil. So make sure your distributors understand that they're not from fish oil. They're from something called an algae called schizochetrum, which is the oil of fish eat to get their omega-3. And it's the most ancient and most pure form of omega-3. So the macronutrient shakes are also very good because they use fiber in them. And I forgot to say that earlier. I've moved this slide to the wrong place. So the fiber in our shakes, we are short of fiber in our diet all the time. And by having this extra fiber in the shakes, it enables them to use it for everyday use without worrying about the sugar content and that fast sugar going in breakfast time. It's really good. I've turned around, it must be going on over 30 now, people who are either pre-diabetic or diabetic, to be no longer on the diabetic spectrum because of the fiber and the precious fiber inside the complete shakes. This is our control product, and no, it's not. This is our soup. Sorry, this is our soup, and it's got the same fiber as a complete. Really good. And I use this as a thickener. I don't use arrowroot or anything anymore for thickening. I use Juice Plus soups because they get that extra bit of nutrition in there, and it makes a brilliant thickener for castor oils and things. With the autumn sadly coming up now, it's great to use. And I used to use this for meetings. I used to use it in Starbucks when I met sports people, and just have a cup of tea without the tea bag and put my soup in it. This is Uplift. Can't live without this. Really, I'm addicted to Uplift, completely addicted. It is a unique blend of all the B vitamins. And it is from mango, guava, and lemon extracts. The lemon extract, they changed our folate that they had before, and now coming from the folic acid now comes from lemon extract. And that was a key because of certain birth defects. They found that some, not very common, but there were some birth defects that were affected by folic acid. But this lemon peel is a much better source, and it doesn't change anything in the body chemically. It's very, very good source of folic acid. So sugar content's very low, tastes delicious. I actually am not mad on cherries, so I put a tiny bit of cranberry in it, and I absolutely love it. But it's really good because most of us are often short of B vitamins, and lots of people have B vitamin complexes with multi B vitamins in capsules, and they're so hard to process. We don't get all the stuff that's in them. It doesn't get processed. It doesn't get absorbed, because we are what we eat, absorb, digest, and fail to excrete. And we excrete some of the things from vitamin capsules that we can't absorb. So this is the control product, and it's not pineapple like everybody think. It's green tea extract. It's glucomannan, which is this fiber again, and anything with a lot of fiber in is good for us. If you've got someone who's got high cholesterol and they've got a lot of weight to lose, absolutely perfect product. Definitely get them on that, because it will really help lower their cholesterol, and it will help with their weight loss because it keeps them fuller for longer. Perform. I'm really keen on Perform. Have to say, taste could be a bit better. It's a bit sweet for me, but I mix it with something else. But the product is absolutely outstanding. I can't tell you how amazing this product is, and it's not as well used as it could be, they were saying in the NMD meeting. So why do we use omega? Why do we use soy? And we use soy because soy is the only protein that has got all the amino acids, and it's the only vegan protein that's got the only amino acids. Sorry. And we don't want it to be an animal protein. We want it to be a plant protein. So it's got all the amino acids, and the Juice Plus soy is very carefully washed, and it's very, very carefully, minimally processed. So it is absolutely safe. It is really important that you understand this. And in with the Perform, it also has the B vitamins that they have in Uplift. It has vitamin D. It has 25 grams of protein, and it has vitamin C as well. And now when we make collagen, I'm sure most of you know what collagen is. It's integral to joints and it's connective tissue, and really good for our skin, and really important for our skin. And people buy collagen products to add collagen, but that's the same thing again. It's not always absorbable and usable, these products. But with Juice Plus Perform, the combination of the vitamin C and the amino acids helps our body, or lets our body make collagen from it. And so how amazing is that? I've never had any skin problems since I stopped taking Juice Plus, and wouldn't be without it. But the Perform is a great one to add in there. So if you're in the beauty industry, or if you want to look younger for longer and have nice skin, make sure you understand the benefits of Perform. And you can have not as much of it if you're not exercising, but it's still vital to add into your diet of daily intake. Tower gardens, I won't go into tower gardens, but they're amazing. And what I love about them is you can make these towers with mixes. My tower's down at the moment. I'm going to replant it, but I do a mixture of the salad greens and the herb garden. And they're lovely mixes to mix in your tower garden, and fantastic to be able to pick and eat it straight away. So Juice Plus is a fantastic product. It's also a food label. It's certified. It's the most researched in the world. It's recommended by medics. More and more medics in the UK are using it, and around the world, especially in America, hundreds of medics use it. And it's free for kids, and it's the largest nutritional product of its kind. It's a unique product, and the research on it is astronomical. I won't go into the science, but some people don't know that we have a Juice Plus Science Institute. Go and look that up. There's information about it in the hub. And this amazing doctor that I met in America, he's no longer with us now, but he used to say there's nothing else available any place in the world with or without a prescription that has been clinically proven to do what Juice Plus has been proven to do. So you cannot fault our product. And our J. Martin is what he says is more relevant than ever today. And it also, the company gives back. So be happy that you're not just getting help for people, you're also helping others as well. So if anybody wants any information, I'm working with Nikki Tolson at the moment, my amazing friend Nikki Tolson, I've known for 22 years, and we're working together, and we might be able to share some of the stuff we're putting together to help people find all this information and products. So if anybody wants to get in touch, use that contact detail and get in touch with me there. And that's me. Thank you very much.
Wow, Sue, thank you so much. My goodness. I mean, it's incredible, isn't it, guys? Like, we know Juice Plus is amazing, but then when we hear a presentation like that from Sue, we just go, wow, it's more amazing than we could even imagine. So thank you so much, Sue, and I will very much be getting in touch. I would love to have some assistance with, accessing just how powerful our products are, because I know myself, I have not been pushing how powerful they are and sharing Juice Plus to its full ability. So thank you so much. And Sue, I believe you have a guest, the lovely Martin Bilski.
We have Martin. I invited Martin.
No, it's James's. My lady.
I invited Martin.
My lady's not around this morning. She's got an event.
Hi.
Brilliant.
Hello.
Brilliant. Okay, James, would you like to introduce Martin?
Well, Martin is a phenomenal guy. He's been involved with Juice Plus, I think, for about 4 or 5 years, Martin. Maybe
even more since my story. I'll share it in a second.
Yeah, you go for it. You go for it. Yeah.
Right. Hi everyone. James, thank you for the invitation, and Sue, what a great presentation. My name is Marcin. I'm originally from Poland. Last year I turned 40, and I've been diabetic since about 20 since I was, I think, 12, something like that. So it's quite a while. I have a type of juvenile diabetes that I sort of received with genes from my mom, and I never struggled with weight loss or anything. However, the diet was something, and the lack of fruits in my diet was something that was there always was present. I always have to be careful about sugar intake and stuff like that. So at some point, my doctor told me that I either change my lifestyle and the diet, or I will go into a sort of insulin dependency. And I have the type of diabetes that doesn't require that if I take care of myself really well. So I did some lifestyle changes, diet changes, but it wasn't that easy to sort of be consistent with it. Eventually, I went traveling, and I developed a problem with skin. With my skin, a sort of acne that was later, I found out, due to problems with nutrition. And this is where kind of Juice Plus showed up in my life. It was 7 years ago. I was still in London. Now I live in Tenerife. So I was still living in London, and Juice Plus showed up as a sort of recommendation from someone that had a nutritionist background. I must say I was very skeptical at the beginning. I didn't think that this is going to be a solution that's going to help my skin or my diabetes. I just saw it as another pill, right? But I didn't look into that properly. Luckily, my wife, she trusted the person who recommended that. She got the Juice Plus Essentials. Omega wasn't present back then. So she got the Essentials, got them home, and we started taking them. And I really didn't have to wait long for results, because I didn't take so many fruits, didn't eat so many fruits on a daily basis. I saw a first results, better energy, better sleep after maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I could see, I was working in the evenings back then, and I could see that my body rests so much better. I wake up without the alarm, wake up at 7, 8 a.m., feeling rested. So that was a really first sort of light that really made me think. Then the second thing was my skin. My skin got really, really better. It just basically, after maybe 2 months, it cleaned all the acne. And before it was on off. I would use a cream, would be gone, then no cream, it would come back. So clearly that was a sign that my body just needed help to heal itself. And Juice Plus was a massive help in that. And eventually after I was kind of, let's say, sold on the concept of, I put my mind into it as well. And I was like, okay, well, this is a real food nutrition. So I was sold on the idea of supplementing myself like that. I felt better, I looked better. And after 11 months, the results of diabetic sort of regular results came out after I did some tests. And my doctor was really surprised. He called me for an appointment and said, look, you really improved your overall results. Like, if I didn't know you are diabetic and I would just look at the numbers, I would definitely say you're just pre-diabetic. You're not diabetic. So for me, that was like, a big wow. And I've been with the product since now for 7 years. I'm using pretty much all of them apart control. They help me with my daily sort of, daily life, from the capsules in the morning to perform after the gym. And like I said, I just turned 40. Next month, I'm 41. And again, done another sort of 40-year tests. And the results are really, really good for me. So I found a way to sort of live healthily to this 114 years. I hope. I have diabetes, but I don't see it as a problem. I just see it as just have to go around it. And it's been a great journey. I'm really happy I've been introduced to these products. So thank you so much. Obviously, I don't want to make any claims, medical claims. I've changed my lifestyle as well. And I live healthily and feel great. So thank you for the invitation.
How incredible. And what a testimony to the power of the products. Thank you so much for sharing. And isn't it cool when you can do something naturally for yourself to help your health? So thank you so much, and really appreciate that. And also, doesn't it just show women are always right? Can I just say? So lucky that your wife was more open to trying the products. Hey, women,
I'm not gonna
always
argue
know
with this
best.
one.
Yes, it's all about the women. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So our next guest is the amazing. Now, apologies in advance if I get your last name, the pronunciation wrong. As we all know, Australians, we're not known for our pronunciations of European names. Marina Schmitz, who is SSC. She's 25 years old. She studied fitness economics, and she's been in the business exactly 1 year. So to get SSC within 1 year, wow. Absolutely incredible. She actually was very, very skeptical to start. And she spent 1 year watching her friend. So this is proof that when someone gives you a no, or they're very skeptical, doesn't mean it's always going to be a no. So Marina, take it away.
Hello for everybody. Hello from Bulgaria. I'm on vacation now. Yes, it's very special for me. That's my first international call, my first call in English. Then forgive me if my English isn't that perfect, but thanks for having me. Yes, so now about me, I'm Marina, I'm 25 years old, and I'm living in Cologne. I'm an SSC, and I study fitness economics, right? Yes, I got involved in this opportunity almost 2 years ago because of my boyfriend. My boyfriend is in the business over 6 years, and he forced me to use the products from day one. So I learned to love our products, and our products are the best, right? Sue told us about it. Yes, as a fitness economics is very important for me that the products have nutritional values, works well, and helps as many people as possible. So I approved the products, and now I am in the business. I think on July 222, and it's such crazy. My whole life changed. It's crazy, 100 degrees. So it's crazy. It's amazing. Yes, in my first month, in my second month, I earned 4 figures, and that shows me, okay, the business really, really, really works. The second point is that yeah, I can help 100 of people who writes me, okay, Marina, you changed my life. That's so amazing. The products change lives. It's crazy. It's the best feeling I ever had. And the next point is, yeah, I met such great people who are always positive, who are going for their goals. And yeah, I love that. Thank you for that. But what I'm going to tell you is my daily focus to make a fortune. First of all, it's so important to have a good energy. Energy is everything. Do your morning routine. Get up in the morning, dance, listen to songs, hear podcasts, listen to podcasts, or read a book. Your morning decides how your day will go. And your energy decides who or what you want to attract. Take care of your energy. Take care and surround yourself with people who take care of your energy too. It's the most important thing in our business. It's the most important thing. The second point is believe in yourself to 100%. If you don't think that you can make a fortune with this opportunity, you won't either. I think I will become a millionaire, and I will become a millionaire, right? It's very important. Believe 100%. And the next point is to change your mindset. If your mindset are positive, you are in a good mood. Learn, still learning. And if you're in a bad mood, or do you think you are struggling or so on, read books, listen to podcasts, and be positive. Stay positive, think positive. But what are my daily doings I really put into every day? I am still working the most of the time on social media. I'm on TikTok and Instagram, the both one. We start with TikTok, and TikTok is the most game changer ever. To the one who don't work with TikTok, work with TikTok. TikTok is amazing. 80% of my customers in my team is from TikTok. I post 2 till 5 TikToks per day, every single day. I post comedy or tips to lose weight or similar, everything else. And don't forget to make a call of action. That's very important. Call of action, because people love to interact with you. And then you can get more views. That's really important. Also post tools and stories on TikTok. I post every day 1 story on TikTok where I ask my follow, okay, what's your goal? Do you want to lose pounds, or do you want to weight gains? And they click. They love that. And I write to them. They are interested. I write them, and I can win customers. That's awesome. And I write everybody on Instagram who follows me, who are not cringe, who follows me, and present them our products and our concept. And so my team and I, we win our customers. It's very easy. 30 minutes per day on TikTok. That's it. And now about Instagram, I'm still doing acquisition on Instagram. But here is my focus, 90% of team acquisition to build a team, partners, or so on. And I write 150 people a day. I write to 150 people every single day. Yes, I'm working hard, but I love it. And here I also post stories and surveys where I ask them about your goals. And yes, I post around 5 stories per day, I think so. And I do partner or customer calls where they come to me and say, oh, Marina, what's that? And I post our products. Never use a product privately. I love our products, and I show, okay, I use my capsules, okay, I drink my uplift, or so on. And that rebuilds trust to the people. They see, Marina use it too. Then I ask her, what is it? It's amazing. It's very cool. Then feed post. I post 5 times the week. In my feed post, more reels than pictures, because thanks to the reels, you can get a lot of views, a lot. For example, for a few weeks, I post a video where I ask my followers, okay, how many pounds do you want to lose? I got on this reel 300,000 views and 1,000 comments. And they write me private in my DMs, oh, Marina, can you help me? I see your reel. I saw your reel. Please help me to lose pounds, or I'm struggling. That's amazing. They come up to you. They are interested. That's amazing. It's easy to win customers. But I also do partner calls and ask them, hey, what's your city? Cologne. And then I write them. Yes. I also do WhatsApp stories. On WhatsApp, you can put stories. I put the Instagram stories into my WhatsApp stories, because you have potential customers and potential partners, as well people from your environment. And they see that and can write you. Then we have WhatsApp parties. My team and I, we do everything. My team and I, we do every second week WhatsApp parties with different topics, like losing weight or build gains or so on, or similar. And then we present our concept and create awareness. We invite potential customers and present that. And that's easy. Everybody from our team can invite the people and we present it. Easy. Then the next thing is follow up. Follow up. I have a list of partners and customers, or potential partners or customers, and I follow up every other day. That's so important. 80% of the customers are by hooking or following. It's crazy. If you don't follow up, it's a problem. It's a very big problem. And now I am going to tell you about events. My team and I, we are doing a summer tour. Where we go to different cities in Cologne, Hamburg, or so on, and present our products and our opportunity. We do it regional and in different cities. And that's very crazy. You can build a regional team, and the people see you in a real person, not in your hand. They see you in a real person, and that rebuilds trust. And you have a better relationship with them. I love it. And don't forget home events. Home events are small events with 5 to 10 people. Invite your friends, invite somebody you know, or from Instagram, 5 to 10 persons. And I can tell you a story about that. A team partner of mine, she starts 3 weeks ago in July. And we decided to make a home event. And because of the home event, she had 10 guests, and 8 of them use now our products, and she's an SP. She becomes an SP just because of one home event after 2 weeks. It's amazing. It's so great. And I love home events. You have to do home events. Furthermore, I am in every call, and every call my upline decided to make, and I recommend it to my team. And then we learn and learn and learn, and that's perfectly. I'm constant in contact with my team. I write with them every day, and we are making a call, or we have calls where we're working together, because fun is also very important in our business. It's so important, and that's how the lightness becomes by itself. It's so good. It's very good to work together, and I have a really, really, really good relationship with all of my team leaders. And yeah, I think that's why it's so much fun. Yes, these are my practical tips for you. I can say stay focused on your goals and implement your doings. Yes, every single day. Every day. It's all about consistency. Consistency, yeah, do it consistency, and you will build a fortune. I'm really hardworking. I love what I do. It's my passion. It's my baby, and yes, that's from me. But I thank you.
Absolutely amazing. Mind blown. Thank you so much. Absolutely incredible. My goodness. My
Thank
goodness.
you.
Mind is blown. And no wonder you're having so much success. You are an absolute superstar.
Thank you. I present you now a team partner of mine. She's also a very special person for me. She's an SC, and yeah, she loves our product. She tells about our products, and she's my customer mission. I told you she's my customer mission, and a very, very good friend of mine. Yeah, I have Jennifer Baskan.
Hello, I'm Jenny. Thank you, Marina. Sorry, I'm so excited because it is the first English call for me too, like Marina. But I try it. Yes, I will tell you my product story. And in the last summer, I met Marina and Finn on vacation in Cyprus at the pool. And first, my husband joined, and then in November, I joined too. And one of the reasons why I joined was how impressed I was with the product, because I was allergic to the sun, and I must say I love the sun, and I get bad mood if I cannot in the sun. And every evening in the summer, I sat there and my skin itched, my face, my arms, my neck, and I hated so much. And my worst experience was a sunburn on my face, and my eyes were so small and swollen that I looked more like I had lost a box matching, but it was in my sun allergy, and I hate it. And on the team trip in October, my allergy was so bad that I even had to walk with a towel over my shoulders because it burned so bad in the sun. I couldn't do anything about it. And then I remembered, the products. And exemplary as my husband is, he had packed the capsules, and I took down the amount in the evening and next morning. And the next day, everything was gone. And since then, I take the capsules everything a day. Even now in the summer, I have nothing. No itching, no burning, no rash. And I feel so good. I'm so happy. I got back so much quality of life thanks to products and Juice Plus. Yes, thank you.
Absolutely amazing. And as we said, like, it's all about improving people's quality of lives. And I can imagine, as a fellow sun lover, what a massive impact that can have on your time when you can enjoy your time in the sun. So absolutely brilliant. Look, thank you so much to Marina and Jenny. Both fantastic presentations, and we really appreciate the energy you've brought, your tips, your advice. Like, just absolutely incredible. And I think that, yeah, energy is everything. You're so right. So thank you very much, ladies. And now we're going on to a very special guest. My actual friend since we were 10. We used to dance together, And then obviously we grew up and I moved to the UK, and Melissa has moved from Australia to New Zealand. She joined my team about just under 2 months ago, and she's on her way to senior partner. She's doing absolutely amazing. But Melissa's also a business coach who empowers leaders to regain their energy and live their life purpose to fully express themselves, body, mind, and soul. So I think you can agree that this is a perfect combination with Juice Plus and our mission. So Melissa's here to share some advice and wisdom as far as helping you on your road to Rio, our incredible incentive that we're all going for. So, Melissa, I would love to invite you to share your wisdom with us. James, if you can mute Melissa, that would be fantastic.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I can see her. Hang on.
There we go. Hi, Mel.
Hello, kia ora. I'm Melissa coming all the way from New Zealand, and I'm really excited and absolutely delighted to be here. So thank you for creating this space for me to join. Oh, we've got someone off.
Yep, that's it. You're ready to go.
That's okay. Great, thank you. Yeah, so what I thought I would do firstly is just share my story of how I've come into Juice Plus, because you might be quite interested about that, and also you're setting your compass towards Rio, and along the way there might be some obstacles, and there's lots of gifts of gold in those obstacles, and so I'll be sharing a strategy that's worked really well for me to help you with your journey. So firstly, last year in February, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And I was diagnosed with the most aggressive form you can get. And because I was 41 at the time, that increases, the risk of getting it again and all those sorts of things. So I went through extensive chemo and then breast conserving surgery, because the chemo actually had shrunk my lump considerably. It was pretty much nowhere to be seen. And after surgery, it showed that I was cancer-free. So that was a great result. And then I had to do 3 weeks of radiation, just purely as preventative measure because of the type of cancer that I had. So that was a big health challenge that I definitely wasn't expecting. Certainly, I always thought that my health was pretty robust, and I've always been pretty strong and exercise, and I've been vegetarian since I was 3. I just spat out meat because I wasn't interested in meat. So I always thought that having a plant-based diet was pretty good and healthy. But anyway, so that took me a bit of a curveball. But I actually went through it with quite a lot of grace and ease, and that's because I've learnt all these strategies along the way to help me with life when it throws those challenges. And that's what brings me to tonight's call, because nighttime here, daytime for you. Is that there's some strategies that I want to share with you, and I'll apply them to my journey as well, so that I can give you some practical examples of how these work. But when we, step into a goal or out of our comfort zone, we've actually got to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. And you probably have noticed along the way that, it might feel like that you come up against a wall, or it might feel like a bit of a stop sign. And you might be thinking, oh gosh, you're having all these kind of negative feelings or emotions. You know, it doesn't feel that great. And that's quite normal for that to happen, because essentially the brain and the body, it wants to just keep you in the same status quo that you've just been doing all this time. So when this comes up, it's not about rejecting it or anything like that. It's actually about the way that you want to deal with it is you actually want to get up close to it and actually sort of become like the witness or the observer of what's actually going on for you. And sometimes, it can be like a repeating pattern, something that's happened in the past, and here it is again, or, it could be something totally new. But what's really helpful is if you actually get curious and really kind of sit with it and try and think about, this is like, why is this coming up for me? And that's the thing. What we tend to do normally is, if you think about you in a boat and that boat's sinking, and so there's water coming up around you, what you do is you will scoop up that water and sort of, as quickly as possible, push it out of the boat. And that's like suppressing or repressing those emotions and those things that you're feeling. And you're doing things to basically distract yourself away from what you're feeling. And you'll distract yourself through eating or drinking or, alcohol, exercise, scrolling mindlessly on social media. There'll be all these distractions that take you away from what you're feeling. And what you actually need to do is find the plug that's going to plug that boat and stop it from sinking. So the only way out is through. And so you've actually got to confront whatever it is that you're feeling. Now, I'll give you an example of how this worked for me in practice. And I apply this technique to many things, but I'll explain how I applied it to my cancer journey. So for some reason, I was getting this involuntary sort of sadness or fear of the unknown coming up every time I had a medical procedure. I'd just be sort of in tears, uncontrollable tears. It was just really weird. I'd be sitting there even smiling and saying, I don't even know why I'm crying, but I'm crying. I couldn't control it. It was really unusual. And I remember this happening when I had my all four wisdom teeth out, and I was just going under into general anesthetic, and I was just like, I don't want to go under. And anyway, fast forward to my breast cancer journey. This involuntary sort of crying was coming up before my mammogram, before my biopsies. It would just, before the first round of chemo, it would just keep coming up. And I was like, this is such a weird pattern. I really have to get over this, because this is just something that, I don't want to have to continue. And because I've got all the tools that I've learned along the way, I was like, right, I'm going to get on top of this. And I actually had bigger things coming up in my health journey. And one of those was getting a PICC line put in. And a PICC line is to help facilitate, when you're having a lot of weekly chemo, it goes into your arm. So I had to have this procedure, and I was like, oh no, this thing's going to come up again. And but this time I was like, right, every 2 weeks before, the 2 weeks leading up, every day to this treatment, this procedure happening, what I did was, just before I fell asleep, I'd do this breath technique. And what this breath technique does is it switches off the amygdala. And the amygdala is this tiny little almond-shaped part of the brain. It's actually the ancient part of the brain. It's known as the reptilian part of the brain, but it's responsible for that threat response. So fight, flight, or freeze. And you know, depending on how much it goes off, sort of thing, it's scanning for threats in your environment. So I knew this, and so this breath technique actually helps switch that off and helps calm, you know, your limbic system down. So before I was going to bed, I'd be thinking about this procedure that I had to have, and I'd do this technique. And when I went into that room to have the PICC line put in, I was just so calm, and I had the best experience because the ladies that did it were hilarious. They just were great, but it was just perfect. I'd completely got over. There was no tears. It was completely gone. Same with my surgery, which happened, you know, a few months later. Completely calm, not concerned at all going into that. But before, the old me was just, you know, in a bit of that fear of the unknown and wanting to control things. So the technique is you breathe in through your nose, and then you breathe out like you're blowing out of a straw. And you do that 6 times. And when you breathe in love. But you can also breathe in peace or joy or whatever other really positive, high energy emotion that you'd like to breathe in. But I find that love works really well. And then you breathe out anxiety or worry or sadness or whatever it is that you're feeling in that moment. And you do that just 6 times, and then you can go to sleep. And that's all you need to do. But this is really good technique to try and train your brain. So anytime throughout the day, even if you want to set a reminder to do it at every hour, what it does, it actually helps you train that little part of your brain. And you can do that regularly, and it helps with everything. So I've given you an example of when I've applied it, but it absolutely works on anything. So if you're thinking about, you know, the goal that you want to achieve with Rio, and maybe you're a bit disappointed with your results or whatever's coming up for you, you can try this technique on anything that's ahead of you. And I really hope that, you know, you can apply that technique in your life and, you know, feel the difference, because it's absolutely helped me out. It helps my clients out. And I really wanted to share that with you today. So
Absolutely amazing, Mel. Absolutely amazing. It is already working. I've just been doing it, and you just feel calmer. You just feel calmer. And can you just share with just quickly before you go, because I think it's really interesting to have a business coach on one of these calls, because you know nearly always we speak to people that is more just for Juice Plus. Could you share with everyone about the idea of, you've said it to me before and it's really helped me, about if you've got an obstacle in front of you or a big goal, which is something like Rio, right? And it's big. Okay. What's the best way of getting there?
yeah, exactly. So whenever you set something big, what happens is resistance comes up, and what you resist persists. And essentially the only way out is through. So you've got to go through what you're feeling, which is what I said at the beginning. We don't want to suppress or repress what's going on. We actually want to process what's going on, and that's leaning into it and not being fearful of the unknown. And it's also about breaking things down. So you'll have your roadmap, you'll have your goal of what you want to achieve, but you've actually got to break it. You've got to work backwards and work out, well, what are those steps? What can I do on a daily basis that's going to give me the result that I'm looking for? And it's not about constantly taking action. It is actually about a combination of resting and recuperation and being, because what happens is when you go into introspection, you actually get more ideas of how, you know, you can get there. It actually gives you more inspiration for the actions to take. So you really want to make sure that you are finding that balance It's like the yin yang, masculine, feminine. You need both. So just make sure that it's not always, that you're not always in the doing, that you are also taking time to be in the being. And I did that this afternoon because I'm in this wonderful hinterland of New Zealand at the moment, and just really connected with that, just looking out, being in nature, you know, really embracing that tranquility, because that's really nurturing, and that's when you get a lot of inspiration for what to do next with your goals.
Absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much. I'm blown away, and I just love these coffee calls, and to have you as my new partner, and to share that wisdom and to share that advice with everybody in this team. I'm just very grateful. So thank you so much for that. Yeah, I know everyone will really appreciate that, and we're so excited to learn more from you as you continue this amazing journey with Juice Plus and sharing it with the world and combining all your skills. Thank you so much, Mel. I am going to hand back to James now, and I'm going to continue my journey to Gloucester. So James, take it away. Thank you so much for having me again, guys. Peace and love to everybody. Let's go smash it.
Fantastic, Erin. Thank you so much. I mean, it's unbelievable the way you pulled up on your way down to Gloucester for the big event that Dan is organizing. Absolutely incredible. You always come with such wonderful energy, such wonderful positivity. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good journey. Make sure you drive carefully and have a wonderful event. Yeah, take care. Well done, everyone. So it's my pleasure now to take the position to be host. And I just want to thank enormously Sue, Marina, and Melissa. I mean, really, I honestly can't remember a more extraordinary call than this one. I mean, you know, Sue has prepared this extraordinary new presentation. You know, Marina really was absolutely extraordinary, outstanding. Melissa, really what you brought was like, I mean, what can I say? I mean, absolutely fantastic. I mean, probably just one of the most practical, deep presentations I've ever seen. So really amazing. Great.
Thank you very much.
Right now we move on, and it's my enormous pleasure now to introduce someone who is a huge inspiration. This guy is really creating a storm, and you know, he is young, but he's just so on track. Incredible with his mindset, incredible with his sense of mission, vision. He is in a fantastic team in Germany, and he's just going all the way to the top. You know, working very closely with Jeff Roberti. So it gives me enormous pleasure to introduce our next guest, and I'm going to give you a little bit of his bio. So I'm going to introduce you now, Jesko Westphalen. He's 22. He's a national marketing director. He's Club 12. Great achievements. He said, I've been with Juice Plus for 4 years now, and I got introduced by my cousin when I was doing work and traveling in New Zealand. Then I turned work and travel into building a network and travel now, and I'm on the mission to build an international business, especially in Switzerland, Austria, Germany, and Scandinavia. So this guy is seriously on track, everyone. I mean, really. So it gives me enormous pleasure to introduce you, Jesko Westphalen.
Thank you so much, James. Thanks for having me. And it's, yeah, I mean, it's such a great way to start the day on a Saturday. Yeah, I mean, I'm just here and you're just, yeah, just saying I'm great. Yeah, so I'm very happy to be here with you guys. And yeah, now just put a 1 into the chat if you're still with us, if you're still awake and still ready to learn something. Just put a 1 into the chat, and maybe write into the chat, what have you learned so far? Yeah, I mean, it's always great to just have a little chat with each other. What is the biggest point you have learned today? Just put it into the chat, maybe just one quote or one word or whatever. What is the thing you have learned today so far? Energy is essential, never to lose the energy. Yes, energy is everything. I mean, you feel it when you see James speaking. Yeah, energy is everything. I mean, you're such an inspiration, James, and thanks for having me. And I have the honor to talk about flying with the 90-day game plan. But first of all, I will just introduce myself. So as James said, I just started 5 years ago now. So I did my high school graduations in 2018, and I had absolutely no idea what to do after school. So I just went to New Zealand and made one of these gap years, yeah, work and traveling. And my opinion was I will just travel a lot and maybe, but only maybe, work sometimes in New Zealand. That was my expectation of work and traveling. But the reality was way different. I was working like 2 jobs, so 60 hours per week, so 7 days per week. Yes, I was just working for minimum wage. It wasn't fun. And yeah, it was just like boring and exhausting. So after a couple of weeks, after a couple of months, I was like, hey, you're in the most beautiful country of this world, in New Zealand, and you're just working, eating, and sleeping. I mean, if you really want to do this, you could stay in Germany, because you can very, very good do this here in Germany. Just working, eating, and sleeping. I think you can do it in your country as well. So I was like, okay, I need to change something. So I was just reaching out to my cousin, Finn. He was into Juice Plus for 1.5 years. And I was like, hey, can I do this as well? What do I have to do? And how is it working? I don't understand all the social media stuff and capsules and what is this? I don't need capsules. I'm young, I'm healthy. So what are you talking about? But then I just got started. I was really, really into it. I mean, it just makes sense to bridge the gap. I mean, you heard it from Sue. Yeah, it just makes sense. Our products, I love it. And then I got started. My first couple of €100 after a couple of months, the first time over 1,000 euros. And I was like, okay, great, it's working. So I just quit my jobs. I was traveling through New Zealand. So then I have been to the Philippines and to Bali for two weeks each. So it was a beautiful time. And when I came back, I was like, okay, I want to do this full time. I mean, I have the freedom, I have new friends, I have fun, I'm learning and growing here. So it's the best thing I ever did in my life. So I just decided to do it full time. I have lived in Hamburg for 2.5 years. And now I'm back in Flensburg, so very close to Denmark, and building an international team in Switzerland, Austria, and Scandinavia, and really love it. And now I will just share some tips with you how to fly with your 90-day game plan. So first of all, make a decision, okay? I mean, a 90-day game plan wouldn't work for you if your upline says, hey, you have to do a 90-day game plan. That's not the way how it goes, because a 90-day game plan, sorry, is very tough. Okay, so you really make the decision for yourself. It really needs to be, I want to do this 90-day game plan, and I will play all out. I will go all in. Okay, the second is tell the world. Tell the world. Make a social media post. Tell your fiance. Tell your child. Tell whatever. Yeah, tell the people you're going to do it, and then figure it out. Because I know sometimes it's like, oh God, it's so overwhelming. I don't know what to do. But that's the reason. Make a decision, tell the world, figure it out. Okay, that's the 3 steps for your 90-day game plan. But now the big question, why should I do a 90-day game plan? I mean, I can just hang around, enjoy the summer, go on vacation. Why should I now do a 90-day game plan? What is wrong with you, Jesko? What are you expecting from me? Yeah, so first of all, I mean, it just makes sense. Yeah, nearly every successful person in network marketing did a 90-day game plan, and often over 50% of their paycheck nowadays come from these 90 days. Yeah, so it just makes sense to get a big breakthrough. I mean, maybe here's somebody into the Zoom call who is into Juice Plus for a couple of years and saying, hey, I mean, business is good, maybe great, but it could be better. You know, maybe just put a 2 into the chat if you feel this. Okay, business is okay. I love Juice Plus, but it could be better. Yeah, Juice Plus could be better. The paycheck could be better. The team growth could be better. Yeah, if you feel like this, just put a 2 into the chat. Yeah, just be honest. And that's the reason why we should do this. Yeah, just go in for 90 days to change your life. And I really mean change your life, because 90 days can change your business forever, because you can bring in people who will stay for the next decades and change your business and your life, and you will get an income from it. Mind-blowing. Okay, so it just makes sense. And what does it mean to go all in? I mean, all in is really all in. So Juice Plus should be priority number 1 for the next 90 days. And I mean, that's very hard and very tough. And some of you will say, I don't like that. I don't want to do it. And that's fine. But right now, I'm just talking to the people who really want to do a 90-day game plan. Okay. So we will do a little exercise now. So I'll grab a pen and grab a piece of paper and write down your normal job and Juice Plus. Okay. Do it very quick. Your normal job. Or if you don't have another job, maybe your family or your hobby or whatever, write down the 2 most important things into your life. Yeah, like your job and Juice Plus. And if you don't have a job, your family. And now circle the one who's really your priority number 1. Just do it. And I think maybe 5 people, 10 people in here will say, okay, Juice Plus is really my priority number 1. And the other maybe have to say, nah, maybe my job is more priority. How can you feel that if it's more your priority? I mean, where are you more accountable? Are you always on your job? Are you always working? If your boss is calling, hey, you need to come to work, are you just going? Or are you saying, no, I have a Juice Plus appointment right now, I can't come? Yeah, Juice Plus is my priority number 1. I have an appointment. You have to wait. I will be there in 2 hours and not in 15 minutes. Okay, so that's a big, big point. And for all of you who have maybe family, I mean, this next point is very tough. Yeah, and some of you will maybe hate me, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm here to serve you and not to be liked. So you have to put Juice Plus really at place 1 for the next 90 days. Before your family, before your dog, before your whatever. Okay, and I mean, I know this is tough, but you do Juice Plus for your family, not against your family. Okay, so it's important to do 90-day playing full out to create a life for you and for your family for the future. Okay, and that's the reason. So tell the world. Yeah, what do I mean with tell the world? I mean, why make yourself accountable if your family or maybe your children or whatever know you're going crazy, yeah, and building your business? Trust me, they will remind you on this. Yeah, they will ask you, how is business going? How many new team partners do you have signed up? Okay, what are you doing? Why are you chilling so much? Why are you watching TV? I mean, you told me you will change your life and now you're just hanging around. Okay, so you will be more accountable if you have somebody you have told what you're going to do. And then the other point is ask for help. Yeah, include your family, include your partner in crime, yeah, your better half, your parents, whatever. Include them. Ask them, hey, would it be fine for you if you maybe just do the household for the next 90 days? The cooking, the dish, whatever. And I will change the business. I will go crazy. And as a reward, we'll go on vacation. Okay, so put a price on. Yeah, you are helping me. I'm going crazy and signing up new partners, building a big team. And for after the 90 days, when we crushed it, not I crushed it, we crushed it because you did the household. You're having my back, and I'm crushing the business. We're crushing it together, and then we will go on vacation. We will have a dinner date or whatever. Yeah, you can just find a thing what is for you and your better half the best, or your family the best. Okay, and then act as a team. They are in charge for the inside, you're in charge for the outside. Okay, so the most important is if you're starting a 90-day game plan, your number 1 assignment is bringing new partners in. Okay, it's not how you do it, it's that you do it. Okay, so that's really important, because the best paid thing we can do in Juice Plus is signing up new partners. That's it. Not customers, not like posting, not like creating the best flyer the world has seen. No, it's like putting up some new Juice Plus partners. Okay, and then we have like the right mindset. I mean, there are three different ways of people in this world. The first of all is a pessimist. Okay, and I will just try to. I can just share my screen. So let's say everybody starts at the same place. Okay, and now we have a pessimist. Yeah, P is for pessimist, and the pessimist is like, oh, I think nobody will buy my products. Okay, so I think maybe if I have really much luck, maybe I will do one customer. Okay, so it's really pessimistic. Nobody likes Juice Plus. It's boring. I can't do it, whatever. Okay, so this person will maybe do one customer, but more likely he will do no customer. Okay, he will just fail because he's like just thinking so bad. Then we have the realist. Okay, and the realist is like, I think realistic is to do 5 customers. Okay, maybe one partner, 5 customers. Maybe it's realistic. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so he is really like conservative, not really creative, and just, yeah, maybe it can work. Okay, so he will mostly achieve his goal because he's not like going crazy. He's not like doing new stuff. He's just like do what they ever did. Okay, so he's just achieving his goal. And then we have like the optimist. Okay, and the optimist, he is like dreaming big and going crazy and saying, hey, I will make 30 customers this month and 10 partners. Yeah, and everybody is like, what is wrong with him? He is crazy. What is he talking about? Okay, and maybe he's not reaching his goal. But let's say he is coming up to this. He's not doing 30 customers. He's only doing 25 customers. He's not doing 10 partners. He's only doing 8 partners. Okay, so he's like going crazy and building a massive business. But now the problem is the realist and the pessimist are always focusing on this, yeah, on the little tiny step, and at the end that he didn't achieve 30 customers, but only 25. Yeah, and now the realist is like, hey, I told you I will make 5 customers and I did it. You told me you will do 30 customers and you only did 25. Yeah, I told you it's not possible. You can't do it. Okay, so they are really focusing on this tiny little step, what was missing. The problem is when we now think, okay, maybe I shouldn't think that big and I should just calm down a little bit, whatever, then we will become the realist. And shortly after we become a realist, we will become a pessimist, and then we will just quit. Okay, because I don't know any successful pessimist into Juice Plus. I don't know them. Okay, so stay an optimist. The problem is only 5% of the people on this planet are optimists and 95 are realists or pessimists. So stay away from these people who want to steal your dream. All right, so this is like about the right mindset. And the other part is about the right mindset. You need to work as hard as possible for the next 3 months with knowing the numbers will maybe not increase today or this month or next month, but it will increase in a couple of months. Okay, so this is really important, because if you work hard right now, you won't see a difference to the person who's not working hard right now, but you will see the difference in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years. Okay, so this is really important. And now I will just come to the end. So schedule your day. Yeah, very important as well. Make a plan. Make a plan. When, how would your perfect day would look like? Okay, when do you wake up? How are you starting your day? Are you listening to music? Are you grabbing an uplift? Yeah. Are you taking your capsules? What is your way to start the day? Okay, so this is really important, because if you master the day, you will master the morning, you will master the day. Okay, so this is like really important. Then, to who are you talking to? Who are you spending time with? And what are your income producing activities? Okay, this is like the biggest part. What will you do right now, every day for the next 90 days? And my recommendation is make a social media post plan. I mean, you heard it from Marina. We are working together very closely because she's the girlfriend of my cousin, yeah? And my cousin introduced me, so we are one team and working very closely. So make a plan for social media. What are you posting on that? Then make a to-do list. Okay, my to-do list is talking to 2 people offline every day, writing 150 people on social media every day, posting 2 TikToks, whatever. Yeah, so make a to-do list and make a game changer list. What do I mean with this? A game changer list. What is it? I mean, just do something you know it will change your business, but you're not doing right now because you're maybe a little bit too, yeah, too, I don't know how to say it in English, but you're just too cozy to do it. Okay, maybe you understand what I mean. So for example, call 2 partners of your team every day. Call 1 customer a day. Yeah, hey, how is it going? Are you happy with Juice Plus? Okay, have you heard about the opportunity that you can earn some money? No? Oh, damn it, I have to tell about it. Okay, because Juice Plus is changing my life. It's great. Talking to the partners, hey, who have you talked to today? Okay, your parents, great. Did they understand the capsules? No? Okay, I will send you a video of Sue explaining the captions. And then they will take it because they will love it. Okay, so this is like a game changer list I did for myself. Yes, and then 1 quote, and then I'm done. Okay, I think 50 minutes are way over, but I think I hope you learned something. So never allow people who gave up on their dreams convince you to give up on yours. Thanks for listening.
Wow. Oh my God, Jesko, that was really, really incredible. I mean, what you've encapsulated in 15 minutes, my God. I mean, you know, you've got everything there. You've got everything. And that's why you're going to the top. You're going PMD plus, no question. No question. Because you've just got everything. And I think that was just such a perfect presentation. Brilliant. So I think you've now got, did you say Serena?
Yes, Serena.
Serena. Yeah.
It's a Swiss name, yeah. She's just sitting next to me. Yeah, she's visiting me in Germany, in cold Germany. Yeah, so I think you can just go ahead, Serena, and share your story.
Okay, fine. So hello everybody. I'm so grateful to be here to speak. And my name is Serena and I'm from Switzerland. And in Switzerland, we speak 4 languages, but English is none of them. So I'm sorry if my English isn't that good. And I tell you about my story. I'm 27 years old and I work in Switzerland as a designer for advertising technology, and I absolutely love my job, but I know that I never ever earn as much as I would for my dream life, because I love to travel, and you know, for traveling you need so much money. So I decided about 2 years ago, I became a message on Instagram to, hey Serena, you look so likable, come to my team. And at that time I was incredibly skeptical because I had never been messaged by social media. And I listened to this opportunity 3 times, not 1 time, not 2 times. I was 3 times on an opportunity call on Zoom. And after that, I decided, for me, you don't have to lose anything. So I started my own business, and I was also for me, it was the best decision ever, because I got to know such great and positive people, and a positive environment is the key for success, I think, you know. And now I'm visiting Jesko in Germany, so I can work everywhere I am. So I travel around a lot. So for my future, my goal is I want to build a huge team, especially in Switzerland, because I'm Swiss, but I want to travel around in Spain, in Germany as well. So my goal is to help the people for their health, or to can spend money. So my goal is if I can say I want to go to the Maldives in 2 weeks, I think I can go to my team and can say, hey, Sue or Sarah, you can come with me to holidays, and you can say, I have time, I have the money, and I'm in for this opportunity. So you don't have to ask your chef at your work, but you can come with me, and that's my dream.
Fantastic. Thank you very, very much. I mean, really, I think that encapsulates so well what our opportunity is all about. You know, literally being able to say, I'll be there. I have no time constraints. I have the money. I will be there. I mean, how many people can say that today? It really does separate and set everybody apart. And very, very great. Thank you so much, Serena. Thank you very, very much. Good. All right. Well, we're moving on, and we're coming into the last section of our morning. And I mean, I to be honest with you, I'm absolutely blown away. I mean, I put these on, right? And every time I put them on, I think, well, how's it going to be? What's going to happen? But I just got to tell you, there's such a magic here. There's a hidden hand. There is a hidden hand over these events. And I really believe that, you know, and what we've got here is just extraordinary. So thank you, everybody, for participating. It really is. And thank you, everyone, for attending. You know, so it takes a lot to take the time out to do this. But if you're here, something great is going to happen as a result of you being here. I absolutely guarantee that. So we're going to move on now. And we're going to introduce now an absolute legend. This person I'm introducing you now is an absolute legend. Together with her husband, I mean, really, what a story. It's unbelievable. But she's massively successful in her own right. You know, she's a PMD plus. So I'm going to introduce you now, Ulla Fanari. She is an interior designer and a real estate owner. Over 30 years in Juice Plus together with her husband, living our dream life in Switzerland. And you just want to hear what their story is and their whole perspective on Juice Plus. So really incredible to introduce Ulla Fanari to you, total legend with Juice Plus. Ulla, we'd love to hear your incredible insights and your story.
Thank you. Thank you very much, James. And hello to everybody. It's beautiful to have so many nice people on Saturday over here. And yeah, I love always to tell our story, because it is so important for us still after 30 years, because that's our life. Juice Plus is our life. So my husband and I, we were in Germany, and we were looking for something else outside of real estate. And we were not thinking about network marketing, really. We were just looking for something else, what we could do. Yes, we were looking different companies in 1992. And we went around to 10 different companies. The products, the company themselves, how stable is it, how much investments we have to do. and what kind of products they have and the conditions and everything. So we were going between 10 and 15 in Germany. So then my husband wanted to go back to Australia, and he's Italian, but they immigrate to Australia with the whole family. So he wanted to go back. He didn't like Germany too much. And I didn't want to go. I really didn't want to go to Australia because my family was there, and I just love Europe. And then we went to all these companies, had a look what he likes, because he only speaks English. He didn't speak German, and he speaks Italian, of course. And so it was a little bit a challenge to find the right thing for him to make him stay in Germany. So it was not easy. A Sicilian, Italian, hard-headed. James, you're laughing. But we went to all these 10 companies, and it was too much investments with some of them. We needed big stores or a shop or whatever. So we would be in jail in the shop. We didn't want this either. So we went to many, that was it. And then in March 92, Juice Plus came along. And Juice Plus was introduced to Jeff Roberti in Frankfurt. And we went there. We went there to the live meeting, and we had a look. It was all in German, of course. There was 2 fellows from America, Jeff and somebody else, and they were speaking English. So Ross, he didn't understand anything until Jeff came up. And he saw these days the products and everything before the meeting started. And he signed already the contract before the meeting started because he liked the product and he knew he could work in Italy. So we could build over there. So he signed there, and I signed one day later underneath of him, of course. And then we started. We started straight away, very serious, very serious. Of course, these days we didn't have social media. Because, we just had a phone, a fax, and a car. That's all what we had, and the newspapers. And we understood at the beginning of the first event that we have to bring customers in, and we have to build a team. We have to build an organization to make money, right? So we understood this. And then we really started very, very good. And I was going to sponsor people to get new partners in. I was going to the newspapers. I bought all the famous newspapers over Germany, Frankfurt, Munich, Hamburg. And I was looking every day under the report, who is looking for a job? Who is looking for a part-time job? Doesn't matter what background. So we send out 500 letters every week to get partners. So it was not like today that we had a Zoom to make a Zoom call with them or whatever. We went to different towns to see them, to have one-to-ones, and show them our presentation books. We only had presentation. And that's the way we brought partners in. The next step was we bring them to a business opportunity meeting. So we had to go to these 2, to an opportunity meeting in some of the cities in the evening. We were traveling a lot, of course. We were sleeping more in the hotels, like in our apartment these days. But we went over all Germany. We talked to everybody, and Ross, of course, to a lot of Italians. And that's the way we became Italians into the business, even that Italy was not open yet. Italy didn't open. That's always too late. It's never in time. So like this, Ross became the first year NMD, but of course with a different volume, with a different, you needed 800,000 over 6 months volume for NMD. And you needed a structure of 3 sales coordinators, also a structure. So we worked very, very, very hard. No vacation, no weekend. We worked every day like crazy. I became NMD a year after. And then we were working more on his position than on mine. So we were traveling a lot, we worked a lot, and we was very, very happy with the company. When we choose the company, we straight away saw the products, they're perfect. Compensation plan is perfect. It was like, you know, when you see somebody and you have the first date with somebody, you know it's a good match, right? And after you get married, and so that was the same feeling with Choose Plus, and it's still today. I have to tell you the truth. Ross and I were crazy about Choose Plus. Of course, we went to a lot of up and downs, to a lot. Things didn't went anymore our way, the way we wanted to. But the company was always our favorite company. Today it's 53 years old. And when we look around, what's really on the market, all over these 30 years now, many companies came up to us and tried to get us over. Even they give us money, they wanted to give us money. They made many promises to us, but we always said no thanks, why we should do it. In another company, I have to do the same. I have to start from zero again with customers to build a team or whatever. And, you know, we're not somebody who jumps here today and jumps here tomorrow. We know exactly what we want. And with Choose Plus, we just found what we want. So we need nothing else. And all these 33 years, we have a very, very good life, because we're very happy with the company. The company gives us everything, really what we want, what we need, what we were looking for. Of course, the company is sometimes not perfect, but I tell you something, no company is perfect. No company is perfect. If you open today your own shop, and you have 100,000 investment, you'll be stuck in this shop for 5 to 6 days a week. You have to make a lot of investment. But with Choose Plus, we found really the paradise. The low investment we had to do in the beginning, and you still have to do even less now, to come in to start an international or worldwide business. Some people really don't believe it today. They don't believe it, that this is possible. Of course, you need a lot of time to build a business. If you be part-time, it's fine. It's fine, but you still can do it. We have so many doctors. Dr. Tulsa is one of the famous doctors from Austria. He really don't have time, but he's a PhD. Why is a PhD? For the product, for the people, you know. And we have people really, so many people with very high quality backgrounds. They're over 30 years in Choose Plus. James know who I mean, you know, Planges, Tulsa, Meyerhofer. There's so many people. They're still in the Choose Plus company. They never change, because that's the one and only for us. Because, of course, we are the old generation, but we all have a long-lasting and stable business. And why we have this? That we built from the beginning strong, you know, not in the sand, and rock solid, and how you say, and stones, and you know. So that's why after 30 years we still have a rock solid business, and it's growing. And like I said before, we had a very hard time. Sometimes, because things didn't went the way we want to. We had a lot of challenge also sometimes with the management or whatever. But this is all things what they're gonna go away. We just always have to work for it. We have to organize that we don't give up. That's the most important thing, to never give up, and we never give up. And don't believe that was in us, we didn't have a hard time. For example, when we was coming in Germany, we went to Switzerland to build in Switzerland. Then we were waiting in Switzerland, in Lugano, for Italy to open up, because we had already prepared Italy with Italians in Germany. You know, Italy didn't open up for 2 years. So we were stuck. But we was not really stuck. We were working in other countries than in Europe. Lucky. With Just Plus, you're very flexible. You can work where you want to. And you're free where you're going to build. Now we're going to start a little bit in the Nordic countries. We want to go in the next 8 months. We're going to move from Switzerland to here, you know, 2 weeks there, 2 weeks here. And lucky today, I think some people, they come into the business right now, they don't know how easy it is for them with social media to get partners, to get customers, to have these Zoom calls. You don't have to travel around, spend the money for petrol. And so it's very easy and much more cheaper. And the other thing is, what we found out to the other companies where we went to in the beginning, no one paid you the BIP. No one paid you the BIP, and no one give you a part of the health insurance. So, and we were wondering, we independent distributors, and we getting the BIP, the business investment bonus from the company, and it's a lot of money. It's 20% or 15-20% of your last commission. It's a lot of money. And what it means, the word says it. The company pays you money to invest back in the business, to build it, that you get in a higher position. When you get in a higher position, what are they gonna give you? A big bonus, up to 155,000, up to PMD plus. So if these people don't make excited, and the last thing is, over 30 years, we always received our commission, the latest, on the 10th of the month in the bank, on the 10th. Yesterday, it was in on the 4th. In Switzerland, here. We had the commission on the 14th. So, you know, doesn't matter what's around, doesn't matter what people tell you or what telling us, and still do, they still, you know, we're in the right place. We're in the right place, and we never would change it for nothing else. Even if they give 100 or 200,000 to us to come over to somebody, no way, no way. Our home is here. We built our organization here, and we're gonna stay here until we not here anymore, because we're gonna give it over to my daughter and to my nipotino. So it's just a beautiful company. And at the beginning with Jay Martin and these people from the management in Memphis, they're so close, you know, they're not untouchable. They're not untouchable, these people. It's just, that's why we're so passionate about this company. And that's why we have so much energy every day to build more. And that's why we're gonna go to the Nordic countries, because we've never been there. And we have the possibility now, we have some contacts over there, so we're gonna work over there. We're not gonna go to pension yet. We don't want to do it because it's gonna be boring, we know. We don't want to play golf. We play tennis, but it's not our really world. Our world is really Choose Plus, because we have everything. Traveling, we have we see countries, we be together with people, we have friends. It's always something. So we're gonna work until we be healthy, and we stay healthy with all the beautiful products we have, for sure, 100%. And so what I can say, the company Choose Plus is just the #1 for us. You know, it's the only marriage we have, and we're passionate about the company and the beautiful people in there. And you know, we have Simon, we have Shay, we have Jeff. We have the best people around us. So we thank God every day that we found this company 31 years ago, you know. And the ones that just came into the business, I wish all the best. Just can say never give up. And always be strong enough. If you have some people, they don't think you're doing the right thing, just leave them on the side, go to the next one. Important for us was always that we build 50-50. That means 50% customers and 50% new partners, you know, to have the saying that it is a stable business. That's what we did, and we went pretty good with him. The other thing is we was always very, very simple with the things we did to duplicate it, and people could do the same. That was for us the most, and we still do it today. We don't do complicated things. Yeah, we're very happy to be with James today and with you guys all. And maybe we see you in Berlin or in some of the other conventions to hug each other. Now we can do it again. And thank you so much, and all the best for all of you.
Thank you, Ulla. Really, what a absolutely incredible presentation. What a story. But the power you come across with, and that sense of certainty and the commitment, but the beautiful way that you present the company, and it is such an incredible company. So it is an extraordinary thing, this. No one can really explain how it is so perfect. It's very strange, but but thank you so much, Ulla. Really beautiful presentation. Thank you very, very much indeed. Right, now we're now going to go down to the cliffs of Dover. And we're going to welcome the wonderful and beautiful Nicola Tolson, who's going to tell us her story.
Not quite the cliffs of Dover, but it was very, very wet this morning when I was out walking the dogs. And I didn't know I was going to have to speak today. So I feel like a drowned rat caught in a trap. But I have to concur with Ulla that, yes, today the business is very, very much easier than when we were starting off, because we traveled a lot, we spent a lot of money in building our business, and we were very grateful for the business returning that bib to us every month, because it really helped us to grow, and it continues to help us to grow. Congratulations to Sue, because I thought that presentation on the products and the benefits, people want to know what our products are going to do for them, and I think that's absolutely smashing. Thank you, Sue, because this recording is going to be very powerful. I'm Nikki. I've been in the business for 30 years. What can I say? I've had 6 kids go through my hands, and I had my youngest when I was 40, saying he's 33 now. He was on the phone to me a few minutes ago saying, "Mummy, you're coming out shortly." I thought, oh, does it never stop? But just for everybody who thinks that they're struggling with the business, however it is, you've got a lot of tools these days. When I was first involved in the business, one of the first things that happened was that my husband was bankrupted with very small children. In your mid-40s, it's not a happy place to be. And it was quite a struggle. I have £5 in my purse. Think of it as €5 on the continent there. And I had this franchise, and the product had only just arrived on the scene. None of us understood it. And I learned by going to a lot of events, listening to people like Robert Chatfield, and hearing what the benefits are to our body by eating fruits and vegetables. And that's all Juice Plus is. I got a job in a hospital. I had a lot of consultants join my team as a result. And when they gave a lot of talks for the company, and one of the things I always said to them in those early days is, I never want to hear the words Juice Plus come out of your mouth when you're talking in a public arena. All I ever want you to say is fruits and vegetables. That's what our product is. And it was from there that I really started to build quite an exciting team of people. And what I would say to everybody these days is, if you build people to senior partner and make sure that they are hitting PB, You don't need to do anything else. There's no heroics. If you've got a team of people, all at senior partner, that residual income for you is really going to work. People will get the bug. And it's very interesting. I've always said in my team, you see it when people suddenly understand Juice Plus and they get that bug and they click into place all of the things, the positives about the business that Ulla has just been through. And that's it. They're in it for life. So just build a team of people who are really enthusiastic. Focus on them. It's not about you. It really is about them. And you in your pension years, as I am. I mean, I'm 72, 73 now, and I have a very attractive income. And I call it my pension because it just comes in all the time. And what are you going to do with all this money when you're my age? You can spend it on your grandchildren and your family. So just keep going. But remember to build a positive team of positive-minded people. I'm not going to say any more because there's another speaker who is absolutely super. And it's one of the reasons that I'm here today. So thank you, James.
Oh, thank you, Nikki. What a story. And, you know, when you hear what over the years, how this has just kept moving and growing and developing and what it's done for all of us, it's absolutely extraordinary. But I think probably the greatest thing are the relationships that we have with each other. And we've literally lived life together in such a positive way. It's just beautiful. What more could you ask for?
It's home. It's home, James. It's family, and
it is. I totally agree with you. Great. Well, look, let's move on now. So we've got our final speaker now, and this person really is absolutely incredible. He's got such I really love listening to Zvonko because he's got such a unique perspective on our business. It's very interesting. I always listen to what he has to say. I think, really, what is this point now that he's making? Because this is really intriguing. So I really want you to listen very, very carefully to our next speaker because he's very, very intriguing. So as a PMD, initially, he trained as a mechanical engineer and obtained his BSc degree. He became the first NMD in Canada with Juice Plus and went on to become 100 plus a Club 100 member. Juice Plus has given him the flexibility to live and work between Toronto, California, London, UK, Spain, Belgrade, Serbia, where he is originally from. His mission statement is to effect positive social change through raising awareness about the importance of optimal nutrition. So would you join me in giving a very big, huge Zoom welcome to Zvonko? I know he's here. So, Zvonko, are you there?
Okay, so now you should be you should be able to hear me now, right?
Yes, we can hear you. Yeah,
yeah. I see a lot of lovely faces. Sue, Orel, James, Nikki, you're looking great. You know, what did you say? 72. Wow, you know, I wish I look half the way you look today, right? At the 72. But anyhow, I just want to thank you, James, for inviting me to just kind of share a few ideas and around this idea, what does it take to be successful in a Juice Plus? And I think, you know, you don't need this part Juice Plus because, you know, success is really general, kind of generic idea. And to me, when I started with the business, I saw the kind of big picture right away. I didn't start to make extra few £100 or euros a month. I saw the big vision. I saw the freedom. I saw the independence. I saw the idea that I can help people. I saw this idea that what I do matters to myself, to people around me, my family, my friends, community, and the society as a whole. So that was really the starting point for me. And what I saw then, you know, I saw some things that you can make good money and all of that stuff, but I really did not, saw what I have experienced in terms of, you know, how much freedom, flexibility we have. You know, the money is residual, which is a big deal. You know, a lot of people do make a lot of money, but they do not have time, right? And this is the magic is when, you know, when you can create a business or project, call it whatever you want, where you can have an income without having to put your time all the time, right? And so I think, for everybody who is starting, or if you have been in the business for a while and you would like to reset, because I think it's always good to kind of check into it where we are, look around, widen the angle a little bit. The first thing is really to define what is success for you, because everybody has an idea of how they would like to live, what would be their desired lifestyle for them, for their family. And I think a lot of people do make mistake when they start to compare themselves to other people, because they might say, hey, I've been doing this, and look at this person, they have joined after I joined, and they have a bigger success than I do. But the key point here is really not to compare yourself, because everybody has their own story and everybody has their own track that we run on. We all create that path. Yes, the business is simple, the mechanics are simple, but we have the same, we have all unique way how we get there, right? And so that would be the first thing, to define what would you want, right? So what is the success for you? And also to do it from the place of gratefulness, no matter where you are right now and what your situation is, right? So it might look like it's tough or whatever the case might be, but if it is tough, then this is really the great place, because it gives you contrast how you do not want things to be. So it is a great starting point that you can push off, even proverbial, if you have hit a rock bottom, that is also solid ground to push off, to jump off. And it's just really a matter of changing your perspective and talking to yourself in that way that you are capable and you can achieve it, right? And then follow that path, right? So that would be one of the things. So become aware of where you are now. To me, that is a big thing, because this is really the energy and the frequency that we emit, right? So if we feel that we are down, then that's what people are going to pick up on that, and who is going to join you, right? But if you project yourself and start feeling as you have already became NMD or PMD or whatever your goal is, imagine how would you act and feel the way that morning when they call you from the head office and say, congratulations, you have just reached the position of NMD. We are really proud of you. We are proud of your team. You've done. We know you had such tough time, but you have done it, and congratulations. How would you talk to people that day? Do you think that you would be singing different music than some other days? So that is maybe this doesn't look like important thing, but I believe it is very, very important. And because we all do grow from adversity, and really this is the only place when we grow, right? And the only time when we are happy is when we feel that we are growing. So really, be grateful for adversity if you have some. If you don't, get ready, you are going to have some for sure, because we all have gone through that. We are going through that. So that will be. As far as what is to kind of fix your mind a little bit as far as wanting to be successful. But then the next thing would be a little bit more practical, which is check your beliefs. Really, beliefs about you. Well, I already talked a little bit about you believing in yourself, which is the most important belief. But check also, what are your beliefs about Juice Plus itself? I've been taking Juice Plus more than 30 years. The day when I started, I never missed a day. So I don't know how many thousands of capsules I've swallowed, but must be a big pile, right? So and to me, this is no brainer. This is very simple thing. You take it every single day. You give your body what it needs physiologically. You give everything what a human cell needs to function. You through fruits, veggies, and berry capsules. You give them your body gets vitamins and minerals, right? Enzymes and so forth. And then through omegas, you get the essential fatty acids. You drink water and you breathe oxygen. And this is what one cell needs to function. So basically, no tricks, no shortcuts. You have You have now solid foundation. And now imagine if you were to give your body every single day 30 plants plus these oils versus not to, who would be better off? So that is your foundation, and then you try to eat best you can, whatever the philosophy of the healthy eating is for you. We don't go in there because there are so many philosophies, but this idea that we need to eat more fruits and vegetables is probably the only idea where everybody agrees on. Nobody's going to fight you on that. So check into that and basically walk your talk. Challenge yourself. If you don't exercise, start some exercise. Which one? Well, you know what they say, what is the best exercise? The one that you do, right? If you don't do it, so it's not relevant. It's, doesn't have any function for you. So pick something, one simple change, start with it, and you will see that if you feel like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to do it, and I don't have a time and all of that. Once you do it, check how you're going to feel after that. Because now you have done something that you said you were going to do, and now you feel good about that. You feel proud of yourself. You talk to yourself. You kept true to your word, and now you're in totally different state. And then tomorrow you're going to do it again. 2 years ago, I started the habit of juicing celery juice every morning, and really it started with this idea. I heard so much about this. Let me try. So I bought a juicer, and I juiced the first day. I drank the juice. Okay, good. So no big deal. Juicing was good. Not too much time to clean it, all of this. And then next morning came, okay, I'm going to do it again. So I did it second day. And then I did it third day. And then I did it fourth day. And after a while, it just becomes a habit, because especially if you start feeling better because of that. So just kind of pick some habit. It might be this, that you are going to, no matter how healthy we are, we can always be healthier. Check into that. What have you learned? What do you know? Right? All of those things. So that would be this idea, belief about the product. And really, we need to understand. We have such a powerful product, because on one side there is nothing like that with so much research published, right? So none. So we have no competition there. But really, when you think about it, the world that we live in society that we live in culture that we live in, look around how people are looking. Like, people are overweight, people are with no energy, people are confused, people are frustrated, all of those things. And we have such a simple solution, but such a potent solution, and a lot of people are going to get inspired by your example. So pay attention to what you do. Don't worry about other people. Just stay straight with yourself, and that is going to inspire some people. And this is really the only inspiration I believe in. I don't want to talk to people, do this, and I don't do it. Right? I can only share what I do, what has worked for me, what hasn't worked for me. I made mistakes. I made some good things. So this is what you really share. But, having this Juice Plus, because I consider really capsules are our core business, like plant powders, fruits, veggies, and berries. I know we have other products, but that's auxiliary. This is the real product, because we go on reorder, and that creates a residual income. And really, I don't know if you're familiar with Robert Kiyosaki. He says, wealthy people, they build networks. Everybody else is looking for a job. So now we have an incredible opportunity to build a network and become wealthy if you want to. And again, we go back to that first statement, what is success for you? Maybe this is a little talk. If you just want to make a few $100, pounds, or whatever, maybe you don't need to listen to this. But if you want to build a big business, lasting business, what Nikki was saying, and Ulla, what they were saying, stable and lasting, these are some principles that you want to make sure that they are in the place, because people are watching you, whether they are reacting or not. You're on a radar of people, and there are going to be some people that are going to pop up because they've been watching you for 3 years, and they have seen your transformation, and they're going to say, well, I think I can do it if he can do it, right? So that is going to inspire them. So also, let's also become aware, and that we are with a company that has been 50 years in a business. And if you look around, I mean, talk to people that, or your friends, that work for some companies, and ask them, how long that company has been in business. I know you have a new job, or you've been there for a few years. Like, how long? And it is very rare to find a company that has been that long, that has this type of longevity, but it has such a fresh thinking, right? Because we're always looking for exciting new products, new trends. So actually, we create the trends, and so as far as the company, that is the important thing to realize, right? And when you talk to these people, how long their company has been in the business, ask them also, what is the mission statement of the company that you work for, that you wake up every morning and you go to work and you spend most of your day, and then at the end of the day you go back home. What is the purpose? Why are you going there? Like, what is the mission statement of that company? And just try that. A lot of people, they just don't know. And this is really why I'm excited and why I have been with the company for so long, like a Nikki for like 30 years. It's because, I bought into this philosophy of J. Martin originally, inspiring healthy living around the world. I can get excited about that because I talk about those stuffs, and that's the life I live. Or try to live every day. So it's something that resonates with me, and it is not foreign subject to me. So when I talk to people, I say, hey, let's go. I started to do this handstand like last week. I did it first time, right? And I had a friend who was just kind of bugging me. Have you done it? Have you done it? Have you done it? And then another friend came and she said, well, it's not that difficult. Let me show you how. I'll show you the technique. And it was just like that. It wasn't a big deal. So challenge yourself and understand, that, it's very rare, the opportunity that we have with the company of 50 years. And then when you kind of project the marketplace where we operate, especially after past 3 years, people have become so much aware of their health because there was so much fear around that subject. Oh my God, the virus this and virus that, hide under the window, hide under the bed, don't go out, all that kind of BS, right? And then what is the solution to that? Well, the only thing we can do is to build a strong immune system, and that's it. And that has been working for thousands of years, right? That's why we're here today, because of that. And so now we have a product that has, I don't know how many studies published on how it improves immunity, which is no normal thing because this is food, and food is information, and our DNA can recognize that, all of that stuff, right? So when you look at that, and then the other aspect is look at the state of economy and lifestyles of people. Stress, no time, kids, family, traffic, I have to go, all of this stuff. And now we have an elegant model that, somebody can start for like 50 pounds, and you have access to a platform, logistics in 30 plus countries. So Ulla was saying they are going to, focus a little bit more on Nordic market now. There is no need also to go there, but if you can, it's nice, right? But we can do everything online. So if you think about it, we have that platform that's in a place, and we have a idea, inspiring healthy living, eating more fruits and vegetables, and growing your own food with a tower garden that is universal, no matter where in the world you go. Whether you go to Nordic, so you go to New Zealand, you go to Florida, you go to, I don't know, Canada or British Columbia, it does not matter. If you go to United Arab Emirates, in Switzerland, England, it does not matter. That statement still stays no matter where you go. We need to eat more fruits and vegetables, and that's probably the only one, right? And I think when you realize all of this, when you go through all of this, then you are going to change your state automatically just from knowing this and having it confirmed to them. And for example, there is something when we are kind of in the fearful state, and then something when we are in state of, let's say, bravery. And there is this, I recently read this post, when you're in the state of bravery, your hormones are going to they're exuding interleukin-2, which is anti-cancer hormone. So if you feel good, you know, your body already has taken care of you in a sense, opposed to being in a fearful or stressful or frustrating ways. So really, when you look at it, and I'm going to kind of wrap it up with this, James, you know, it's you know, you look at the product is rock solid, like, you know, there's nothing like that in the world. You look at the company, 50 years old, all of that stuff, you know, with the forward thinking people. You look at the marketplace, it has never been better. Like, if you really think about it, we have a bigger marketplace today than last year, because there were more people turned 18, more kids have turned 18 this year in our markets than how many customers we added last year. So we are entering this year or next year with a bigger market than what we have now. Plus we're opening new countries, all of that stuff. So really, when you think about it, the only thing that you come to, the only conclusion that you come to is it's really me is the variable. All of these things are here and they are same for everybody. The product, the company, the marketplace, all of those things, timing. So now it's up to me. And that's why it is good to kind of spend some time with yourself and talk to yourself and find out, really, you know, become aware of how powerful you are, because we keep forgetting that. And one thing I can say is that we are more powerful than we think we are. We are capable of more than we think what we are capable of. So basically, you know, before you go to talk to the world, talk to yourself first, and then go with that energy, and you will see that how people are going to start reacting to that. So basically, this work might be online technically, because we can do a lot of things online, but really the main work is work offline, working on yourself. And once we focus that and put things in those perspectives, you know, we work on ourselves, and we do necessary action that needs to be done. You know, the mechanics of the business, you know, everybody can learn that in 10 minutes, really. You start taking Juice Plus and you start sharing with the people, you know, tell them why you decided, or if you have a story, tell them your story, and that's it. You know, some people are going to say, well, you know, maybe I should try this. So basically, the whole thing is, you know, keep remembering how powerful you are. That's really that's the job.
Wow, Zvonko. I mean, I have taken so many notes. Oh my God. I mean, you have such a unique perspective, honestly. I mean, all that thing about get into a state of bravery. I mean, I've never heard that before. And
yeah, I mean, think about it, like, contemplate on that one.
Yeah. And become aware of how powerful you are. I mean, unbelievable. You know, just so much really, really great stuff. I'm going to be listening to this whole call over and over again. I think it's incredible what we've covered today. So thank you, Zvonko. Thank you so much. That was
my pleasure, James.
Absolutely awesome. So we're going to wrap it up now, everyone. Sorry, we're a little bit overrun, but I just want to give out a huge shout out now to everybody that is, I mean, all of you, everyone that's listened. Thank you. Obviously, we've all been reams and reams of notes I've got here. Look at all this. Look at all this. I mean, reams and reams and reams of notes. But look, thank you, Sue. Thank you so much, Sue. Thank you, Martin. Thank you for Marina. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, Jesko. Thank you, Serena. Thank you, Ulla. Thank you, Nikki. And thank you, Zvonko. Let's just put on the chat, thank you to all these beautiful people that have made such a big contribution today. And we look forward to seeing everyone soon. I will make this video available. I'm going to be watching it over and over again. But for me, it's the best ever. The best one we've ever had. And I just can't believe after all this time, we're just getting higher and higher. So thank you, everyone, very, very much. Have a great weekend. Really look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye for now.
Take care, everybody.
Take care, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Bye. Bye-bye.